Hi, I'm Rev Myron, and today I'm going to be talking about A Course in Miracles, Lesson 281. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. Father, your son is perfect. When I think that I'm hurt in any way, it is because I've forgotten who I am and that I am as you created me. Your thoughts can only bring me happiness. If ever I am sad or hurt or ill, I have forgotten what you think and put my little meaningless ideas in place of where your thoughts belong and where they are. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. The thoughts I think with you can only bless. The thoughts I think with you alone are true. I will not hurt myself today, for I am far beyond all pain. My Father placed me safe in heaven, watching over me. And I would not attack the son he loves, for what he loves is also mine to love. While I cannot be anything other than what God created, I can believe I'm something else, and my belief will make it true for me. It will not be true in reality, but my experience will seem very real to me. So how do I change my experience of myself? All change is a result of thoughts. If I think thoughts of betrayal, I will feel like I've been betrayed. My life will seem to prove that I am betrayed. It is the same if I have thoughts of guilt. My life will reflect that belief, and it will seem as if I'm guilty and that I'm surrounded by those who seem to be guilty. What I think is what will be reflected back to me, and it will seem real because it's what I want. When I remember who I am, I'm perfectly happy and at peace. I'm perfectly safe, and I know it. My life reflects love and happiness and peace. I see it everywhere, regardless of what is happening around me. I can remember who I am when I decide that I am no longer interested in being anything other than what I was created. I must decide this for everyone else as well. It's easy to make that decision, but to mean it is a different thing. To mean it, I must give up all thoughts that are not in alignment with God. I must relinquish judgment and grievances. It requires I give up the belief that defense and attack are necessary and important. I must give up the belief that there is value in sickness and suffering. And I must ultimately let go of the idea of a personal self. This is easier if I remember that I'm only giving up thoughts and beliefs, not anything that's real. In reality, I am where God established me, safe within himself. I am what God created me to be. I remember a story I heard from a friend about a found kitten that was raised by a dog. The kitten grew up to be a cat that thought it was one of the dogs. It was funny to watch, but its confusion in no way made the cat into a dog. It could not change what it was created to be, only what it believed about itself and how it acted. This is what we are like, thinking we could be bodies living in a world of time and space outside God. We can act like and think like human beings, but we can only be spirit. We can only be divine and eternal beings. When we accept this simple, unalterable fact, we can recognize that we are dreaming and start waking up. We can look at the world as if it is a dreamscape or memory of something we used to think about. We can remind ourselves that we are safe in God and that our friend is gently waking us up. We can let him interpret the we can let him interpret the dream symbols for us and let him show us how to let go of the idea that any of this is real. Looking at the world and our part in it like this will make waking up a simple and easy process. Even when we temporarily return to confusion, we know what is happening, so we can just ask for help. I was watching a TV show last night in which someone was in the emergency room badly hurt. She had been unconscious, and when she opened her eyes, she was at first afraid and confused. You could see it in her face and in her eyes. The doctors and nurses asked her some simple questions and explained what happened to her and where she was. They gently reassured her that she was safe now and that they were taking care of her. I thought how much like my awakening this is. My life was a train wreck, and I felt very much like a victim of that wreck. I seemed to be awakening from a long coma in which I dreamed a strange dream. Holy Spirit comforted me and interpreted what was going on. I was given a Course in Miracles and teachers to help me acclimate to my new life, my real life. It was all confusing, and at first it felt like everything was being turned upside down. But after a while, I realized that I was actually seeing things aright for the first time, and I became grateful for the care and guidance of my friend. Now I look at the symbols in the world as helpful guideposts to let me know when I get off track, so that I can make different choices rather than upsetting and frightening happenings. This makes the process simpler and easier. I know now that only the truth is true, and so a happy outcome is inevitable. And for that, I am so grateful. Thank you for being with me today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.